3 ways to use cover dyes? Yes, please. Hi everyone! My name is Brennan and welcome to
Brennan's Crafty Corner.
Hello everyone! My name is Brennan and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be sharing 3 different ways that you can use your cover dyes. I'm actually cheating and cutting them out of my Cricut because I didn't want to poke all the holes because I need to make quite a few for this video. But these are some amazing techniques you can do to color them with different ink pads. It's going to be so much fun. I really loved making this video. So let's get into it. So today we're going to be using some cover dyes, or I technically call them background dyes. I don't know what's the proper term, but I cut a bunch of these out of my Cricut because I did not want to poke all the holes out of them. But there are amazing ones from such amazing companies like The Ton, Concord and Ninth, just to name a few. So this is what I did. I will link this down in Cricut Design Space because that's where I designed it if you want it. And also one more thing, just ignore this cut. My dog scratched me and that's why that's there. But for this first technique, I want to do double duty. So I want a background and the dye to be colored. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do a little bit of ink blending. So, of course, I didn't pick out my colors beforehand, but let me pick out some colors and I'll be right back. I decided on whipped honey, cotton candy, and Bellini. So I'm using my grip mat to hold the card front in place. So this is 4 by 5.25 inches, and then this is 4.25 by 5.5, just so I can ink up all the card front. But there's not really enough paper for it to grip the cover die cut. So I'm just going to hold it down and we're going to hope for the best. And if it shifts, it shifts. We can't really control that. I mean, I could tape it. I'll just remove the tape when I need to this certain area, but it'll be fine. So, y'all are probably going to be scared of me after I say this. I use the same blending brush for pink and orange, but so you're not scared of me. I'll use my old smaller orange one for this. So I have that down and let's do orange in the middle because I feel like orange will blend the best. So I'm going to do Bellini in the middle. My ink pad is down on the bottom where you can't see it, unfortunately, so I apologize. Okay. And now I'm gonna go just add a little bit more so that blends easier. So there's a little bit of orange down in the areas that it needs to blend. Now I'm gonna do cotton candy. I'll do that on the top. I personally prefer bigger blending brushes because I find that I get a slightly smoother blend. The ones I'm using are from Tonic Studios currently. Well, the first one was from Hero Arts, which I do like, works great. I just prefer their bigger ones. It doesn't really matter the company. They all typically do the same good job. Oh, that shifted slightly. Okay. I would suggest taping this down now. But you know what? Do as I say, not as I do. So if you do this technique, just make sure to tape it down. And now I'm going to go into whipped honey, and I was like, wait, where's the brush? Here's the brush. Okay. Now we're going to ink this up. Let me change out the cover up here so you can kind of see that I'm on the yellow. Oh, that shifted a lot now. Let's try to replace that. Okay, right there should be good. Now I'm going to hold that down up here, and I'm going to go in with all this nice whipped honey color. Just re-inking up my ink pad, re-inking up my brush a little bit more. And we're going to go back in. Now, time for the big reveal. That came out awesome. So we have our covered die that we can use on one card, and then we have this super fun background that we can use on another card. Double duty, I told y'all. For this next technique, it's also going to do double duty, and I'm going to use my jelly plate, or gel plate, gel press, whatever you want to call it. And I actually picked out my colors beforehand. We're going to use Wilted Violet, Tumbled Glass, and Cracked Pistachio. all in Distress Oxide. So I'm going to put the blue in the middle because I feel like that mixes the best with the other two. And we'll go in with some Wilted Violet. And then we'll go in with our Cracked Pistachio. Okay, now I'm just going to take a brayer, which has so much stuff on it, it's not even funny. We're just going to bray it out. Brayer it out? I don't know what the proper term is. And actually, you know what? This is going to do triple duty. We're going to save all this wonderful ink for a second. If you've watched my videos before, you're going to know what I'm going to do. So now I'm going to lay down my die cut. I'm going to get all that nice ink on. We're going to peel. You could spray water. You totally don't have to. And look at that. And now we're going to take our card front, because what we basically did was we basically treated the die cut like a stencil. So if you look, there's still all that pattern in there that we can take up. So now I'm going to try to place this down exactly where I place the other thing. If it's not perfect, that is okay. Because guess what? This is a handmade card. This is not a Hallmark card. There's supposed to be love put into it, and it might not be perfect. And look at that. That's another super fun background. And now we're going to throw this to the side. Not actually, I do not recommend throwing craft supplies. Now we're going to take another die cut. And then we're going to take our brayer and we're just going to roll. We're going to get some really, really simple. It's not a bunch of color, but there is color on there. You actually might want to spray your brayer beforehand. We're going to try that again. We're going to roll that out. There we go. Look at all that color coming off. Oh, I apologize for hitting you all. And there is another background. So we're up to 3 already. I forget if before I said I was going to do 2 techniques. I don't know if I ever said that officially. But what better one to do than swinking, which is named by Laurel Beard, who is amazing. We love Laurel. So I'm going to take some Bellini Catherine Poole ink, and I'm just going to swipe it. Swinking is named that because you're swiping ink, swinking. And Laurel Beard came up with that term. So I'm going to take this, and I'm just going to swipe my ink pad down and down. And that took probably 5 seconds to do. You have another super fun cover plate colored. And that was 3 techniques. We made 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 different cover plate die cuts colored, and some different card fronts. And that was so much fun to film. And these came out so good. Typically I save all my stuff and sometimes I don't use it. These will get used. This is my favorite one. So I love them. Okay, I'm getting too excited over die cuts. Let me throw you back to my face so I can do the outro. I think cover dies, cover plates, background dies, whatever you want to call them, because there are a bunch of names. They are so much fun to use. I love putting a floral in front of them. Shocker, I know, I use a floral stamp. But this video was so much fun to make, as I already said. I actually added the swinking at the very end because I wasn't planning on doing that. I was like, why don't I just do another technique? So we did 3. I did say 3 in my intro because I film my intros and outros after the video. Anyways, I'm going to end my rambling, and I hope you enjoyed this video, and I hope you have an amazing rest of your day. Bye everyone, and happy crafting!